Insights help students build mental resilience and self-awareness, and I've experienced this firsthand. You, as student athletes, will undoubtedly benefit from his insights on personal and professional growth, and particularly mental health. So I hope you listen and welcome him with your undivided attention. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll walk in the back to you guys. Okay, so good afternoon. I'm actually looking to see if I don't know how many faces I know from here, but they were going to talk about the whole idea of mental health and how it helps you as an individual. So before we start, I'm going to do a little activity. Okay, so I don't see too many pieces of paper here, but I'm going to start off with 5 shapes. This game is called psychogeometrics. Okay, so psychogeometrics means that there's a blend of psychology and geometry. So I'm going to give you 5 shapes, and I'm going to ask you if you can be one of those shapes, or one of those shapes that represent who you are. Which of those shapes would you choose? Square, triangle, rectangle, circle, squiggly line. Okay. Now, I want us to be honest. Don't look around the room to see who your jack or your friend chooses. Okay? Which of those shapes? I want you to choose and stick to one for now. Yes? Okay, if you're square, just stand with that corner. Yeah, I'm an athlete. Yeah, I'm a comic. Yeah. When I got my report card, I got like 11 A's and 1 D. Okay? And when I took my report card home, my father looked at and he bypassed all the A's and went straight to the D. And you know what the D was in? PE. Right? Now, why do you think he made such a hoopla about a D and PE? Well, because he was a physical education teacher. And that was embarrassing for him because he said, you're a physics teacher and your son gets a D and PE. That says a lot. But, so that you've got the square. Now let me see how many triangles.
That's the QC I remember though.
You had the QC too?
No, I said that's the QC I remember.
Oh.
Yeah, the average athletes.
Yeah.
Years of coming in 13. Years of coming in 13 and 14 place, you know.
Rectangles. Okay, rectangles I want you over here. Let me see circles. Circles I want you in the back there. Here should be squiggles. Okay, so let's have some fun with this, right? And remember, this is not hard evidence. Okay, this is just to get us talking. So remember the name of the game is psychogeometrics. And the fact is that the shape that you chose reflects basically your personality, but also gives us a clue as to how you cope with stress. One person who sees himself as a box. Let me tell you about boxes. Boxes like order, boxes like structure. Okay? Boxes, if you notice that all 4 sides are even. You get very irritated if people throw you off course. You don't like people messing around with your stuff. Okay? What y'all laughing at? That sounds like it?
That sounds like me.
Oh, that sounds like, okay, well, it's okay, well, you can move over. Listen, because see, some of us are mixtures. Okay? The thing is that when things are not going right for you, or when things are not going the way that you want, you react strongly because you like things to be organized, you like things to be ordered. So, from time to time, you tend to get frustrated, and under stress, you get very, very, very annoyed. It throws you off course. Now, notice triangles are very pointed individuals. Okay? They don't like wishy-washy people. So in training, they come up for a trainer, they want things to go well. They don't like people throwing them who are playing around. That sounds like you? Yeah? Okay? They're very ambitious. They want to get to the top. All about. Now sometimes, this is a fun group. Because rectangles can take on whatever mood is happening. Yeah? Let me tell you what happened. You don't throw rectangles off. So sometimes you think you're doing something deliberately to throw a rectangle out of sync, but they know how to bounce back. You remember a couple of years ago when you guys would have been a little young, but there's this doing it there, try to throw them off track, have that ability to remain focused. They change with whatever crowd that they're with. Okay, so let me tell you about circles. People cling to circles because you're the social group. Okay? People love to tell you stuff. And one of the things that you carry, calling on you, asking you, I need this, I need. The needy people get to see you. See, I asked you to be a circle. The difference between the four other groups and the squiggle. Notice, you have four shapes. Square, rectangle, triangle, circle, okay? And then you've got a squiggle. What's the difference between them? Okay, the only open one. Okay, all of the others are contained. So what does this say to you about squiggles? Huh? They're flexible, okay? They can't be contained. They can go from high to low in a minute. They become intimidated. Let me repeat that. Whenever the Jamaican athletes show up, our athletes become intimidated. Maybe some, okay? And Gen Zs, you are different because Gen Zs love counseling. You see, my Gen X's, my millennials, are a little cautious, they come in. But my Gen Zs, when they come for counseling, and then the first thing they say, how many sessions I get? And I say, well, yes.
Kind of extracurricular thoughts to give our athletes the opportunity to continue to develop. This is just one aspect of your university education, and all of it is going towards making you productive citizens as you enter the workforce, enter life after college. So take these lessons, apply them to sports, but also everything you do in sports applies to life. So let's keep learning.